Alright, so soon we'll have the Hollow Knight run by Limchi, an any percent speedrun with no major glitches.
Alright.
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 Everyone.
Hi everyone. I'm Limchi. I'll be running Hollow Knight 80% today. I'll let my couch introduce themselves, but we'll probably get going right away. Anyway, so time will... oh, that's... oh, you don't have Steel Soul unlocked.
Timer started. Start the timer.
Time starts now.
We'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Normally we would start time at the like choice of the standard playthrough or Steel Soul, but because we haven't completed a save file on the Steam account, Steel Soul didn't exist.
SACD cleaner won't be on.
Yeah, that's what I asked you about.
You said CC cleaner. I'm confused.
Well, okay.
It's probably fine. I'll deal with it. Okay, so we're going to be running on patch 1.2.2.1. The reason why we're not running on current patch is because the game actually feels pretty different patch to patch. And 1.2.2.1 is the fastest because of the inclusion of a couple glitches like the lever skip and also notably the inventory drop, which allows us to uncap our full speed and also dodge the hardfall animation. But here we're just going to go through KP, King's Pass. Also, this game, we usually run with loadless time because the loads of this game can be very, very long on this patch. But we're not going to be doing that today, so it'll be fine, probably.
Also, I realized we got kind of sidetracked. My name is Kenora.
I'm Sten. Hello. I have played this game once or twice.
I'm, to some, a Hollow Knight speedrunner, and to some, they forgot I ever ran this game. Even though they told me.
But yeah, this is Dirtmouth. The first like 10 minutes of this game are pretty similar to what you would do in a casual playthrough. We're just going to go ahead and get the Fireball and Dash ability, and then the game will start to speed up a little bit. But yeah, we're just going to go through Forgotten Crossroads here. You'll see the inventory drop here again in a moment because this is a very tall room. Oh, why are you doing that?
So basically the inventory drop, when the inventory or like anything like this is open, the knight's full speed is uncapped. And so it allows us to just fall at far faster speeds, sometimes even faster than the camera can kind of keep up, depending on the room and if you get hit by bugs or not. Interestingly, the inventory drop can still be done on current patch, but it becomes like physics frame perfect because you're basically opening it as you're sliding off rather than being able to just open it at any time while you're midair on this patch.
Blaming that on SACD cleaner not being open.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
You literally can just relaunch. Like if you Alt Tab and open SOCD cleaner, it's on the desktop. It will be fine.
Is tech gonna get mad at me?
You could Alt Tab. Just Alt Tab. We're just gonna quickly open up a program to make it behind this.
Oh, it is. Oh my god! Thank God. Okay, the rest of the run's gonna be fine now.
So basically, Hollow Knight innately doesn't let you, if you're holding right and you press like another directional button,
Thank you.
if you're holding right and you press another directional button, it doesn't let you just change directions that you're moving. We use a program that basically lets us like freeze up, allowing us to do that because holding a particular direction and then wanting to just make very fine-tuned movements without having to completely let go is just a hell of a lot easier than doing that.
And if you were playing on a controller with an analog stick, you would be able to do that with the analog stick and the D-pad.
Yeah.
So it's behavior that can, it's not just external programs modifying things for the sake of it. It's behavior that you can get if you're playing on controller.
Which is funny because I always played this game on controller, and
controller is just nicer.
Yeah, it's just better.
And anyone that says otherwise is wrong. So.
Yeah.
Hey.
So this is False Knight. Sorry, I should maybe clarify in a moment.
Was False Knight?
So this is False Knight, and
not for long. There may be a slight volume warning here, but it should be fine.
No, that's right. Okay, that was False Knight. So instead of fighting False Knight to killing, I was going to say completion.
Of completion.
Once you kind of phase them the first time, that like shortcut on the left opens up. You can just hit it a bunch, which will break the wall and allow you to just kind of mosey on by.
Yeah, if False Knight does not beat you in the first phase, you are legally allowed to leave.
Anyway, we're going to get our first ability here. You'll notice we're also running in Chinese. that is because this game has faster text like scroll speed in simplified Chinese. So it actually does save a significant amount of time. But yes, this game was also developed in Australia by Team Cherry in Adelaide. And Silksong doesn't exist.
Well, I was going to say exists, but I guess it doesn't.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that it may someday exist.
Silk what? Silk huh? Anyway, we're going to go through Ancestral Mound here. There's a little bit of RNG. This is probably the most RNG heavy segment of the run. And that's saying something because it's not like a huge amount. There's a boulder at the end here that spits little boulders, these ones that I'm hitting right now. And because we need 4 fireballs to kill him, and we can only gather 9 hits of soul, we need him to spit 1 regular boulder in order for us to move on. We do 2 hits here. Oh,
First try.
First.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Almost nice.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
So while technically Vengeful Spirit isn't like technically required, there is basically another one of those boulder enemies that will be required to get past. There are incredibly weird ways to get around them without Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit also just does a lot of damage. We will also be referring to Vengeful Spirit as either VS or Fireball quite a lot. So if you hear us say Fireball, it'll be referring to that. It also allows us to like kind of stay in the air for a little bit, which we'll see a little bit going into the next area here, Green Path.
That's a lot of soul. That's a lot of soul.
That's a lot of soul. So here we have another boulder coming up, pretty much the
We're
same
going to
deal.
do something a little bit different.
All right, it's 1, 2, 2, 1.
So because this is 1, 2, 2, 1, if we push the fireball to the edge of the screen, we can kind of just park it there, and it will just kill the boulder. Damn. It'll kill the boulder at the edge of the screen because the fireball hitbox just stays there. Anyway, we're going into Green Path now, so we're going towards the dash ability, and we're going to see a couple of skips coming up here called Fireball skips, which, as Kanari mentioned before, allows us to... Oh, good. Input lag...
yeah, VSync.
Hey.
You specifically noted the VSync was turned off.
I did. VSync in this game makes the physics run no good. That's a technical explanation.
I will accept no substitute.
Yeah, but the reason why we're not like benching or anything is because we want to save and quit later. Here's the first fireball skip of the run.
First, because you missed the other one.
Oh.
I'm gonna go for it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you can like do like a second fireball. You can do it with just one. Yeah. Oh. I feel like that. We do have a backup, thankfully. Instead of killing or using this squib to get soul, we can just kind of use their ability to fly as leverage.
That's Eric, by the way.
Hi, Eric. Bye, Eric.
He helped us out.
And now we're kind of just walking through Green Path for a solid bit. So now would probably be a good time for a donation or two if there's any.
All right. So first, we have a $2 anonymous donation. Pokemon Fire Rat Squirtle name Deez. So Deez as in D-E-E-Z. And yeah, so that goes for the Pokemon Fire Rat Squirtle name donation incentive. So anyone who would like to join in on the donation incentive for the Bit Wars for Pokemon Fire Rat, we have the boy versus girl Bit War, or the rival names, squirrel names, trainer names. So yeah, feel free to join in and feel free to donate. And put in a donation comment, whatever you want for the incentive.
So normally you fireball that Moss Knight in a way that the fireball hits the Moss Knight twice, but I'm bad.
It's okay. We're all bad.
I'm gonna collect a little bit more soul here because we use a slightly different route in this.
Still kill VK here, right?
No.
No.
No, we do not kill VK. VK only gives us 65 GR, so it's actually much slower.
By Zote.
Yeah, sorry.
Didn't even see him, but they heard him.
I'm a little bit low on soul here, but...
See, I'm used to this GR collection from all skills, but usually any percent kills the mini-boss that was just above us.
There we go.
For
that was a very non-standard strat, but we're going to pretend that that's how you do it.
Looked fine to me.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Did you die? Did they die?
They did die.
Flawless.
I thought I was going to fall off there. Okay, so this is Hornet. This is the first boss of the run. She's kind of cakewalk.
First real boss.
And I say that, and it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
A lot. Okay, that's the best pattern.
So basically, unlike literally the first boss tutorial, like the first tutorial boss in the game, Pulse Knight that we kind of saw, staggering enemies like that, as we saw from Hornet, that was a very nice
That was a
fight.
good fight.
Yeah,
actually,
that was clean.
Staggering enemies, particularly bosses, I should say, sorry, basically are like a number of total hits, but also there's like a number of hits in a short period of time that if you do that many hits, it will like stagger them and make them and stop like moving, which is a very good opportunity to either attack or later use an ability to gather some free soul. I'm not sure if we do that in the episode. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, now we are going to get the Claw, Mantis Claw, which is the final ability that we're going to get. And it's the one that basically allows us to get anywhere in this game. A lot of this game is based around having vertical movement, so this is kind of the required. Nice.
Does any percent not get Crystal Heart anymore?
No, we get Crystal Heart, just
Okay.
not in LP. On current patch, it is slightly faster to go and get a different ability instead of Crystal Heart, but it involves one of the nastiest tricks in Hollow Knight speedrunning ever.
because slope balls exist now, don't
Yes,
they?
but we're running on the good patch. So
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'm glad I was a 1-2-2 runner, mostly just so I never had to deal with slope ball.
Got the roof.
Basically, some hitboxes for geometry in this game is like slanted, and runners were able to find that they can shoot a fireball and kind of that fireball exists on that slanted geometry for a bit and allows them to kind of jump and then like hit their nail downwards, which we refer to as pogoing. You'll see them do that quite a bit here. To be able to jump off that
scary.
fireball, which allowed us to get to places. Yeah, so we kind of pogoed off that explosion there. That trick is actually very different depending on what patch you run on. It's a lot easier in 1.2.2.1.
That's one of the hardest tricks in the run. I'm really glad I got that.
So is it. Okay, it's
so
one that you can just kind of sit there and loop and not get for a while if you're just in a bit of a bad headspace about it. Oh,
Come on. Okay, so we lure that Mantis
my
down here
God.
to get him to hit us, and then we are able to save and quit earlier, but he was very mean today and didn't want it. Anyway,
so
didn't want hugs, apparently.
there's a few places in the game, only really that one at any percent, where yeah, getting hit when you have like one of those like item pickup windows come up, like lets you get control earlier, which allows us just while that screen is still on the screen, allow us to just quit out to go back to a bench, which is really fun.
Anyway, now we are going to get the one and only charm that we'll have in this run, and it is our main source of damage, and that is Shaman Stone, which is the best charm in the game.
You should get Dash Master.
It's
get-
a bit late for that. On
should
1, 2, 2, 1, no thank you.
You should get Grubmaster's Elegy.
But yeah, it is going to be our main source of damage because it doubles.
I hate that charm.
Doubles the? I don't
Yeah.
know. It increases the damage of our fireballs significantly and also makes the hitbox bigger. And it is the only source of damage we're going to get.
It also increases the knockback of spells as well, which can be quite prevalent. And so there are kind of the double hit Lim mentioned earlier with that Moss Knight earlier. Those kind of situations will happen a lot more with Shaman Stone because not only is the hitbox bigger, it also knocks back a little bit more, which kind of will knock enemies into this. Like there is like a cooldown period, but when they get knocked back and then that cooldown period ends, they can get hit by the same fireball twice. That was Grosmother.
Anyway, these wiggles are only possible because I have SOCD cleaner on, so just verifying.
Ooh. Great. Oh.
Escaped.
So rude.
Little guy. He wanted to be free.
After Shaman Stone, we have our first intentional kind of death, as opposed to just quitting out. When you die in this game, your body leaves a shade behind that will basically hold on to all your money for you until you go to attack it back and kill your lost ghost. but also it can assist us in getting places that we might normally not be able to at this current juncture. So Lim will be taking some intentional damage here, unlocking a shop here earlier in the main little hub upstairs, and then taking another couple hits. We want to die at like a certain point so that the shade spawns in a very specific spot, so that we can pretty much just manipulate it over here, hit it once so the next hit will kill it, and then get up here to this little secret way to enter Blue Lake.
And then we're going to do some walkling storage. So this is one of the main glitches that makes 1221 faster. It's called walkling storage, and basically the way it works is we are storing the state that the knight is in while clinging onto the wall. And when you dash, it pushes you forward because there's no wall to stop you. So it's actually really, really fast, and it allows us to move horizontal distances really, really fast. It's also a very, very broken glitch that can technically be used anywhere if you're insane, but there's a very, very long list of rules around walkling storage. So there's only basically like a couple of spots where it's legal to do, because otherwise this run would be so bad, because it would just be get walkling storage, go really far away, get walkling storage, go really far away. But that's one of the main uses of it, and it's a lot faster because swimming just gives you back walkling storage for some reason. I don't know why.
Do you want to explain the plot and/or Dreamers, Stan? Just what we're doing.
Yeah, we need things to go finish the game.
Okay, well,
This unlocks the things.
thank you.
Like,
I was trying to throw you a bone here.
I don't remember how to explain the plot.
Fair enough.
Bug got nailed. Bug do thing.
Basically, the three Dreamers we've now kind of unlocked using this little pedestal here are holding back a seal against the temple, which holds the final boss of the game. So now we need to go find these three Dreamers and kind of release that seal by like freeing their souls, basically. And the Dream Nail here lets us do that.
Yeah, next up is the most controversial glitch of the run, because it's technically banned, but
I can't believe you're cheating in a live speedrun marathon.
I'm doing this in front of the director of AusSpeedruns, so if I'm getting banned, it'll be after this run.
That got banned?
It's not banned, but because so many people did this before like the actual glitched rules were allowed, we looked into it, and it's technically invis control, which is a banned glitch, but because so many runs did it, it would be insane to ban it. So this is hopefully walkling storage. Yes!
Nice.
Whee!
Yeah, it also just kind of lets us dash multiple times in the air, which is really nice.
Yeah, so if you have the Charm Dash Master, which allows you to dash really, really fast, it looks really funny in that room. But we don't have that for this room, which is slower. We're going to do it again here, hopefully.
Nice. There are quite a few things in the game that, like, theoretically would be fast if they, like Dash Master, which lets us just dash more often, or Sprint Master, which just increases our running speed. All of these things are technically faster, but the acquisition of them does take like too long to actually be worth it, unless you're obviously going for runs that are already going that particular way for any particular reason, such as killing all the bosses or getting all the skills.
It's a shame because moving with Dashmaster feels so satisfying.
Not on this patch.
Yeah. The Dash Master also can let you dash downwards, which, when your default state of like expecting how dashes work doesn't account for downwards dashing, it can really throw you off really quickly, especially if you accidentally tap down and then dash downwards into a pit of spikes. That's fun.
Yeah, because on this patch, they made it so that if you are holding down at all, you will always down dash, which is really bad.
I think that didn't change until like current patch.
Yeah, like one of the
like 1.5.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Spire skip. It's a very minor skip. Normally you're supposed to have wings to get up here, but we don't need that. This is a lever skip. It's exclusive to this patch and before.
Also, just how this room is. If you're used to there being a transition in that room, that was one of the things. Like that's one of the big things in 1221 where it just kind of added screen transitions to a few screens, and so this is a big one where this is all technically the one room. It's just it was forcibly split up.
Yeah, and that was because the game doesn't run great on Switch, so it was just made for optimization purposes. Also, we're getting that bench there because if I die to this boss, the run's dead. So
It's not, I mean, it's
no, it's kind of dead.
just like debug
Anyway,
all the way back here.
this is the hardest boss in the run. This is Watcher Knights. This is the most infamous boss of the any percent speedrun because we go into it without any form of invulnerability at all and only one spell. So I'm gonna stop talking. Ooh, that wasn't very nice, buddy. But we can get double.
And this is where Shaman Stone really like. Shaman Stone fireballs are what make Watcher Knights like. Obviously, you can do them without spells, but you'd be here for
That was
hours.
so bad. I don't know what he's doing. I'm also very scared of this boss because he kills so many runs.
Yeah.
If you're bad like me. What are they doing?
Each knight has a few set things it can do, but it is random, so you don't know what to expect.
Please heal.
Okay. Because you are so nice.
You're the one worried about your run.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know any soul. Why are you rolling?
Sometimes they just want to roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Watcher Knights is definitely one of those bosses where it's.
Yeah, I was hoping there wouldn't be a death, but we nearly made it, so I'll take that. And I was playing pretty aggressively there, so my strat was like, if I die, I die, but for the first one, we'll set it, and it'll be funny.
And in 80%, like in 80%, we get here like so early that you just fight them as early as you can. Whereas like in other categories, while you do technically get access to the City of Tears like just as early, Watcher Knights is just one of those fights where the more equipment you can walk into it, the better. So like I know all skills goes to here like really late because you're going to go out to get other things anyway. You might as well do Watcher Knights with the most stuff you can.
Oh,
That one was not.
that one was much
SCOD.
nicer.
Clean.
No, that one was
that,
just me.
that was
That one was just me.
Yeah, as I kind of mentioned earlier, you can use the Dream Nail to hit enemies, and most enemies in the game, very few asterisks, will let you generate some soul. It does have a bit of a wind up though, so it's can leave you quite vulnerable.
There's a double hit.
Yeah.
I've been fishing for that this whole time. I didn't have enough soul. That one was too scary to do a double hit because I was gonna land.
Yeah, this is kind of the problem we come up against with Watcher Knights. Oh, is a good time to kill.
That is fine because I knew that guy was.
Because while one of them is hitting you with their nail or horizontally rolling at you, the other one is going vertically, and you just get kind of trapped between a rock bug and a rock hard place. A bug hard place. You know what I'm trying to say.
Why are they being so mean? I'm gonna get hit.
oh.
Yeah, and sometimes you just kind of when you see them rolling.
Ooh.
When you see them rolling, you
That
just gotta
was
kind of
rude.
hope that it goes vertical, so you can actually have time to heal, and it's
I'm not happy about this.
you're doing fine.
I'm not gonna scream because Club will get mad at me. Scream softly. I'm gonna get trapped by the elevator again. This is so mean.
I suppose we have time to read some donations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we have a $50 anonymous donation with the comment Goose Run. And we have a $40 donation from VSL Robber with the comment shout out to my boy MDV Aaron. Where are you, homie? Anybody by the name Aaron here? Anyway, we have a $15 donation from Bob with the comment Hollow Knight Pop. And thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hollow Knight Pog.
How close we have past 2K, which is pretty great.
Oh, congrats.
Nice.
Why
Oh god.
did you
Okay.
turn?
Yeah, them turning like that was rude.
At least they don't backdash on this patch.
Yeah, not on this patch.
rude.
So so there is an attack that they can do. It was always coded in, and then it was accidentally like coded out. Like just the chance of it happening was coded out. and it was a bug for the longest time, and one of the most recent patches
Bug?
that, yeah, like it was not intentional.
This is the bug game.
Oh. I can leave if you. Also, you focus on that. Let me talk. You don't die again. Which basically it looks like the same as their horizontal dash, but they'll just go backwards instead. Which I'm sure wouldn't be too bad if you learnt to fight with that included. Also, yeah. Watch a nice complete means probably easily the hardest part of this run is done.
Hey, how mad would you be if I invalidated this run right now?
Bench storage?
I mean, look, if you want to cheat, that's between you and the other Hollow Knight speedrunners. I can't believe you would do this.
I didn't see anything. Did you see anything?
I'm not a Hollow Knight speedrunner, but I am legally...
Oh, you're right. I'm also not a Hollow Knight speedrunner this time.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, you're fine. You didn't invalidate it.
Anyway, that's a glitch called Televator. It's technically not allowed under the NMG rule set, but I like it. So.
Unfortunately, I am now required to ban you from this event. Sorry.
Oh, bye, guys.
Bye.
I'm gonna...
Just transitions away to the next run.
Yeah,
what was I saying?
The little cutscene.
I don't know. I was saying something before.
This game has bugs in it.
Shut up.
It's lots of little guys. Anyway, we're going to come up to one of the next hard skips of the run. That's the thing with this run. It's pretty optimized, so there's pretty much a skip like almost every split. And this is called Rafters Skip. It's one of the more complicated tricks. There's two versions to it. There's left and right side rafters.
Now?
What? Yeah. You always got the seal.
Oh, wait. Did you?
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go get the left side because it's slightly easier, and right side is also kind of slightly RNG dependent on this patch. Like, kind of, sort of. It's just hard, and I don't want to do it.
Bye, Grub. Bye, Grub.
Well, here's a question. Are you going to save or kill the grub?
I'm going to save the grub. That's why I didn't make a donation.
Are you going to save the grub? Say you're going to save the grub and then just so habitually run right past it. Like
No, I am a certified grub enjoyer, so it's fine.
I'm pretty sure she is too, but she just made a mistake.
I
thought maybe she's not. Anyway.
I was trying to get walking storage. It did not work.
Hi, Lem. This is Lem.
Lem buys relics from you. So over the course of the run, Lim has collected a few relics, which she can sell for Geo,
Okay, this is the
which will be useful for a few things later on.
That's the Venture you would normally do right side rafters on. We're gonna ignore him.
This particular screen is kind of fun in a rando because you can randomize your ability to swim, and it turns out there's a lot of water in this room.
Yeah.
And oh boy,
not a lot of ways to get out of it.
Yep.
Cool. So that's, like, I would have ideally liked that enemy to hit me earlier because then I would have gotten the most possible time early control, but please. Oh, that's, okay.
That's
rude. 4 patterns that guy can do, and he chose the one that screws me up.
I hate that.
It's the closest thing to a normalized strat we can get on this patch with that guy, and there's one pattern in which he will hit you every single time, and that is the jump hack pattern, and he gave it to me. So that's really cool. He knows I'm behind and wants to make it worse. Yeah, I'm gonna
He's just
heal.
your biggest fan.
I'm a little
He's jumping for joy.
wants a hug.
He
I've got
does
to hit the elevator.
Do you want to hug them?
I don't think that's a good idea right now, actually. I'm gonna...
Then you're not like that. Oh, I don't know what that guy's name is actually.
I don't think that guy has it.
And no, it's in terms of just like enemy name.
I don't know what that one is. Those ones were Cowardly Husks and something.
Anyway.
There's going to be another. I'm going to try and go for a sneaky little jump here. It's called King Station Jump, and it's really hard. Okay. Don't worry about it. I didn't say anything. I don't have soul.
Do you need to just store a bench?
What?
Do you get this bench or do you?
No. We get done with bench. I just want to do fireball. So this saves time, IGT, not RTA.
Just don't die.
I'm not gonna die to what? The stag?
I don't know. Got hit by that other charging one on the...
Yeah, but I was on 2 HP. And he dies to 3 hits, so it's fine.
I know.
Everything is fine, don't worry.
Okay.
Anyway, we're back in Dirtmouth. The reason why we've been collecting so much gear is because we need to buy the lantern from Sly, who we saved from here earlier.
So basically, there's two ways to get into Crystal Peaks. Actually, I think it's Crystal Peak. Just, I always say the S. There's two main ways.
I call it Crystal Peaks.
Yeah. There's either the downwards based spell, Desolate Dive, which lets us break like a breakable floor up top, or there is the lantern that lets us see into the room that we're about to go into, which lets us activate the toll bench or the toll gate. Now that we've collected a Dreamer, there is another condition for it, but basically activating a Dreamer, one of the three, will infect our crossroads, which does just kind of change the enemies, as well as some of the entrances and exits we can take now. The scariest thing about those infected benchflies, when they die, their body will like kind of sit there remaining about to explode, and the explosion of their corpse that actually does 2 masks worth of damage.
The trick called Fog Axe.
Yo,
Nice.
Nice.
Because it's named after the famous runner Axe to You. Not lying.
Not because it's a pickaxe.
Not false.
And where does the pog come from?
It's called Crystal Peak because it's the best split, so it's peak. I did that for you.
You deserve that. You deserve getting hit by that.
I'm gonna do the damageless strat here because I'm really scared of this.
Unsettle. So there
Never
is some like oddities with how these lasers work. There are some like pixels that you can kind of jump from and just kind of jump straight through the lasers and just not get damaged at all. Some of them are like fairly consistent. You just, like with how you get onto the platform, you're pretty close to being in that pixel spot, but it sometimes just hits you and you just kind of accept it.
Anyway, we're gonna use the fireball one more time here to stall in the air for our dash 2 recharge. And then we're going to do this cycle, which you can only get if you damage boost there. Hang out here.
Under plat, let's go.
Looks so spooky every time.
Yeah, like that's one of those things where it looks spooky, it's not. It looks like it saves time, it really doesn't.
I mean, I have seen someone die to that within like the last week.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Hi.
It was
What's
her.
up? How's it going?
As much as I love Underplat, I will never do it with 1 mask, just in case.
Well, you shouldn't really do it with 2 because if you get hit on the
True.
platform,
And then get hit at the top, yeah.
But I did it for the people.
So this is Crystal Dash. We love it. Makes us go fast. And are we not here to go fast?
I'm not. I don't know about you.
You can leave then.
Oh, okay.
Like the event.
I'm here to play
Right,
the bug game.
True. So there is an ability called Yzma's Tear that we are meant to be able to get so that we can swim safely into acid. There are kind of few ways we can... That was acid. Instead of swimming in the acid, we can kind of just skate right along by on the top. We'll do that we'll do that.
Let's go.
Nice.
That's trying to redrop. It's actually really difficult.
There's basically one other main place that will do a very similar acid skip like that. Basically just completely removing the need to get Yzma's Tear.
Yeah, and that's
At all.
directly after this boss,
Yeah.
which is the second Dreamer, protected by Umu, who I'm going to grab the bench for because this little
Good idea.
jellyfish is really mean.
Big jellyfish.
Big jellyfish, alright.
These are the little jellyfish. Umu is one of those fights where it's like, I love it on paper. God, I hate executing it. Like, it's such a fun fight to figure out mechanically. And there are a few ways, especially with more, like, tools at your disposal that you can really utilize. But, God, it sucks to do. So, one nice thing about... What are you doing?
Normally I'm on 4 masks here, but because I benched, I went to heal, and I was like,
Right.
wait, I don't need to heal, and then I let go and I fireballed.
One of the nice things about Crystal Dash is what it lets us do on walls, which is like because you can super dash off the wall, it lets you like kind of cling onto the wall a little bit without falling, which is really, really good in the Umu fight here because it lets us... Oh.
I missed a nail, so I could have gotten 2-cycle, but not anymore.
When we're up against the wall and there's like electricity all around us, but not where we currently are, we can use the crystal dash there to kind of stick to the wall.
So mean. Why does she hate me?
So the first attack cycle of Umu is pretty consistent. Like it can be one of 2 attacks, and then it's always the other. And then there's a third, which I think will just be one of the 2.
She can never do the 2
In a row, right?
of the same attack in a row.
Yeah.
So you'll always know whether it's one or the other.
After the first attack cycle, though, where are those
I got
5?
double hungry wall.
That was
That's rude.
Oh my god.
After the first cycle, though, she will either do 2 attacks, or I think have a 50% chance to do a third. And unfortunately, on that last cycle, we did get that 50%. And are we going to see it? No. So hopefully we can kill. There we go. Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. There's a wall king stage you can do here.
Oh god. Umu's another one of those fights where it's like things can go wrong very quickly.
Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't die, to be honest.
Especially considering we don't have Isabe's here. There is acid on the bottom of that pool there. And if you get hit by one of the electricity attacks or just Umu contact damage yourself and then get knocked into the acid, you take double the damage basically because you can't swim in it. So it can be very deadly very quickly.
Yeah, but if you go for a very specific damage cycle, which I nearly got in the first phase, you can 2-cycle her. But once you're off cycle, it's kind of like a free-for-all.
Yeah.
And I mentioned I got Hungry Wall. Basically, if you fireball too close when a wall is behind you, the wall hitbox can overwrite, like it will eat the fireball as if you shot it towards the wall, even though you're facing away. It's so bad.
Yep.
One more sip this time.
Now we only have one more Dreamer to go. I'm sure it's in a really nice, friendly place. Like the rest of this
Definitely
game.
not.
Oh yeah.
Does anyone here not like spiders?
If so, I'm so
If
sorry.
so, I would maybe not look at the next area.
But we're going into Deep Nest, which is probably a fan least favorite area, purely because it's full of little spiders and they're really mean. But first, in order to get there, we need to do probably the hardest trick in this run, which is called QGA. And that is probably one of the most infamous skips in this game, because you're normally meant to have Isma's Tear, but we're going to use Crystal Dash to get around that. It's also really hard.
Yeah, this is one of the tightest skips in the game.
Yeah,
You really do not have much like leeway here.
QGA is Queen's Garden's acid, right?
Yeah.
There's like, yeah, Queen's Garden access, acid, yeah. Oh. Nice. It is very easy to think that like, because you only have like just a few like pixels basically to touch, and if you go a little bit too high, you'll bump into that V-shaped spike. If you go too low, you'll very easily.
The Isma's like actual hitbox extends lower than the actual visual hue of the acid. Okay, this is another really difficult arena.
Yeah, this one's really deceptive. Like, it.
Why you like this?
Without the ability to double jump or the ability to upspell, this arena can get kind of scary kind of quickly.
What? So mean to me.
Especially without so we can also upgrade our nail damage, which we could have done in the City of Tears, but it does cost money. Also,
Money and resources.
if you die, you're gonna have to do QGA again.
That's fine.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Hey, you know I have to damage boost?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe just don't damage boost. Maybe just don't do the damage boost version.
No, that's really slow, and also it's...
Okay, but it would be faster than dying.
Well, that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah, okay, good.
You don't normally see Cornifer here,
Hi,
because you don't normally
Cornifer.
go into this room, but where the...
You should buy a map.
Health safe.
Just in case.
Yeah, in case you get lost.
Yeah, you're right, I am pretty lost right now.
So using a bit of a friendly damage boost and just kind of the game being confused as to where it's meant to put us back, because that platform that we were last on fell. It just kind of put us underneath where we were, which was immediately right next to the lever that we wanted to hit anyway, so we just did that instead. Yeah, Queen's Garden is like kind of casually. It is kind of sort of meant to be the one of the last places you go to at least finish, because you get access to a very late game ability that lets you kind of see the rest of it, or at least see a very crucial part to it.
To do a really cool inventory drop here. Never mind.
So in the 80%, when we have next to no damage in our nail, baseline hearts or masks, and just like no double jump or whatever, going from Queen's Garden straight into Deep Nest is probably just like the scariest part of the run, just from an environmental standpoint, just because so many things can deal damage to you very quickly if you're not careful. And coming up, we even have an area where some of the enemies will do 2 masks of damage again with just their normal hits. And when we only have 5, that's not great.
I'm so lucky I got hit to the left. It's fine. There's a save quit coming up, and every time you save and quit, you get a full heal, so... this movement is really cool.
Look, you're going to sit at a bench, right? It's going to heal you.
Yeah, I'm going to sit at a bench, and I'm going to get a free heal, so it's fine.
All these friends are going to help you heal.
Wait a minute. It happened again.
What?
This happens every run.
Someday that bench will be cooperative.
Didn't realize you could mash that.
I'm sure it was a friendly roll.
Yeah.
What rolls aren't friendly?
When has a game ever faded to black and played a loud raw sound effect? And that not been a good thing?
Okay, so save and quit here. What you're meant to do if you want to be as fast as possible is you collect as much soul as you can and go in with just the minimal amount of health that you have. But we don't want to do that because it's really scary. This is Devout Skip.
So welcome to Beast Den.
Is that not Devout Skip?
I'm just gonna...
Look, that's fair. So Devouts, if you touch them, they do one mask of damage. If they hit you with their attack, they deal 2. So a lot of the time when we're wanting to like do like a damage boost here, we actually will run into them on purpose to take that contact damage because it's far better than actually taking the damage than their attack would anyway.
Nice.
Cool.
Very nice.
I took 2 hits though. You're not meant to do that. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna go over here and then heal. Beastin is really scary.
Scary.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have these spiders on the wall, but you have the spikes. So if you get hit by them once, you'll get hit into the spikes, and that does 2 damage. Why did I not wall cling that? That's fine. I'm just gonna heal.
Yeah. Saving the grub.
Hi, Grub. Bye, Grub.
So there are 48?
46.
46. This has a curve in it. 46 grubs in the game. We're not going to save any more than that one because it's slower and it's not this category.
Yeah, they're just out. Most of them are out of the way.
Yeah.
That one's directly on the way in the run.
Oh god.
That's intentional.
I know.
Steve.
I hate it every time. I hate that Devout so much.
The fastest way to kill the Devout is to do 3 fireballs, 2 nail hits, damage boost, and then I nearly fell down. You do 3 fireballs, 2 nail hits, and then fireball, and then 2 nail hits. So I did that there, but I was off cycle a little bit, so killed it a little bit earlier than what you normally do. But yeah, that's the last streamer. So we're coming up to the end of the run here. We just have 1 more boss to go.
Probably some good time for some donations
Yeah, good
as
time
we
for some
head
donations
to the
because
final
we're
boss.
just going to be trekking back to the beginning, basically.
Yeah, so we have a $30 donation from Alexander T. Loving the run so far. Still dreaming of the day Silk Song is here.
One day,
07.
Today?
apparently. Imagine if we were the ones that got to announce today that Silk Song is
We're not.
I
Please
can't.
don't lie to the
I
children.
can't make any promises. Would be cool.
Yeah.
Were there any more?
Just want to remind people that a new donation incentive has opened up. So for the upcoming Sonic's Origins run, Werster will have a co-op partner chosen from the Live at DreamHack here. and it'll be decided by the donation incentive. So you have two names, Parhunga and Tom. And these are the two people of the winner of the Sonic 3 competition mode here at DreamHack. So anyone have any preferences, feel free to donate at Twitch, or you could donate at the donation jar right there at the interactive stage to choose who will be the co-op partner that will have to do the round on the fly.
Are either of them in the lead?
So far there are no donations yet, as the donation incentive is just open. So yeah, now it's open, and feel free for anyone to start donating to either of them.
Excuse me.
But yeah, we're kind
Are you going to force Tom to play a video game?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I appreciate that you knew exactly that I was going to go for Tom.
Anyway,
So this is
final
Black
boss.
Egg Temple.
Black Egg Temple.
This is where the final boss lives.
We've gone on this little journey, and we're coming up to find the final treasure, which we'll soon find out was the friends we made along the way.
Oh, I thought the real treasure was inside us the whole time.
That's true. Now you might think that the final boss is probably going to be the hardest. I would still say that Watcher Knights are harder than this.
100%.
On this patch, this guy's kind of a joke. I didn't have enough. Double hit. Yo, he's being nice.
It really, like Hollow Knight, like, while it's probably a trickier fight, you're only dealing with one enemy at a time, which really is just what makes Watcher Knights. If it was only ever one at a time, it would be fine.
Come on.
The parry.
Come on!
THK does love to parry your attacks, though. So if Lim were to attack in that state like this, THK would respond with a parry counter attack. Or
Too high.
THK is also larger than Watcher Knight, so it's kind of easier to get double hits, especially on their dashes as well.
There we go. So this is the self-stab phase. Any damage you do here gets dropped down to 1, so it doesn't really matter, so it's kind of like a heal phase. Oh my god. Parry Knight.
And if this was, if we had done more in the video game, then this would be roughly the point where the true final boss would open up, where you would enter the infection inside of THK, enter their mind basically, and fight the god within.
Oh, we're not doing that today.
But unfortunately, we're not doing
boring.
that. That's, I would say slow. It's just it's just a different category.
That's boring.
Look at that. Oh, easy.
Alright, I'm gonna die here because it's cool and funny and because it would annoy every one of the people on staff.
Hi, we're stuff.
Who?
All of us.
But yeah, time is coming up. It's when the screen fully fades to black, and then a little bit further, like when the final cutscene starts, you'll hear some music. I'll call it out. But yeah, we're gonna absorb the Hollow Knight
See,
and...
2, 1.
Loads vary on this game.
Time.
What do we get?
Like 47? You did with like 2 Watcher Knight devs. That was great.
Yeah, so if I was running loadless, that'd probably be like a 40, 41. But 47, look, as long as it's underestimate, I'm cool with that. But yeah, that was a Hollow Knight 80%.
And now we've prepped the world of Hollow Knight for Silksong.
So after this, Silksong happens because...
at some point.
So, fun fact, the release date is...
Anyway.
I thought Silksong was a prequel.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm limchi. If you want to learn more about this game, please feel free to join the Hollow Knight speedrunning community. Very welcoming community. I started running this game about a year ago, and I really love it. So yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Limchi, for the amazing run. And also thank you to Kenora and Stan for the commentary. So there's 2 donations I just want to read. We have a $40 donation from Ian and Dils with no comments. Thank you. And a second donation, $40 from Totally Tom. Hello, yes, it is me, Tom. I would love to play video games with Werster. please put this money towards Tom for Sonic Origins. Thank you for totally Tom. And so coming up soon is the Sonic's Origins run by Webster. There'll be a co-op run with where the co-op partner will be chosen through this donation bid war that will keep on ongoing throughout the run between Tom and Barhunga. So at the moment we have Tom on the lead by $40. And we just want to remind everyone that, again, welcome back to AusSpeedruns for those who just tuning in. And we are AusSpeedruns. We are a group doing speedrun events to raise money for charity. For this event, we are currently raising money for Game on Cancer, a charity that funds early cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research. And anyone who would like to donate, feel free to go to the donation link at in the Twitch channel or to the link at donate.ausspeedruns.com. Or anyone watching live at DreamHack, feel free to go to the donation jar right near the interactive stage there. And yeah, you could donate your cash.
Hey AusSpeedruns community, I'm Steph from the Game on Cancer team at Cure Cancer. I wanted to say a huge thank you for all your generosity and support over the past 2 years. In that time, the AusSpeedruns community has raised more than $100,000 for Cure Cancer. These crucial funds help kickstart bright new ideas from emerging researchers across Australia to find cures for all different types of cancer. If you'd like to learn more about the cancer research projects your donations have funded, you can visit our website. Thanks again for your ongoing support and enjoy the stream.
Okay, now starting soon, the Sonic's Origins run by Webster. All right, starting soon.